know, sometimes like when I'm looking up SNN stories. Is that what you're doing?
It's Friday. We're here. It's Friday. Hot Boys, Shane, the Cannibal Gypsy himself, Mike G. We're here. We're ready for another spicy movie to talk about. Last week we talked about pocket-sized ninjas, and this week we're paying phantoms.
Yes, which is why I gotta pay the Phantom with breaking news from SNN. A former X Factor contestant studied law so she could sue Simon Cowell's company after the show almost ruined her entire life.
Yeah, I hate to see that.
Before you move on, have you seen that dude's face recently?
Simon Cowell?
It's fucking wild.
What do you mean his face? He got surgery?
Like the work he's had done.
Really?
He looks like a Ken doll.
I'm gonna look him up now.
Look up current Simon Cowell.
Simon
versus like
Cowell.
Old Simon Cowell when he just used to wear like V-necks on American Idol.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's fair. Oh my God. Nicolas Cage is back today, though. We are going to be talking about Nicolas Cage in a movie most probably are not too familiar with. Also, his wife in the film is from Laurie from The Walking Dead.
Yes, yes.
What's her name?
Sarah Wayne Callius.
Callius,
also from Prison Break. That's where I know her from, those two shows. And she's in here.
When did she... What was her last...
Season 3.
Season 3?
She died...
In the prison?
Yeah, giving birth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What?
The old birthing scene.
And what year was that?
It was in the 2000s.
2000, like, well, the show started.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It was an interesting show because the show started, like 2010, and they didn't film the second season for like 3 years or 2 years.
It was something random like that because the first season was just a pilot of 6 episodes.
And it took them forever to make a second.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm getting at is, did she do this movie post Walking Dead?
Yeah, this is her career.
Okay.
It's a shame, isn't it?
Yikes.
She left The Walking Dead to pay the ghost.
You gotta pay the ghost.
So Nick Cage, right? Very interesting career.
Hold the fucking phone. One, you had one SNN story, weak as hell. Your show sucks. Mine was better. Two, did you look up Simon Cowell?
Yeah, it looks like his face is being like just ripped back by a Hellraiser beast.
Oh my God.
Accurate, I would say.
Yes, and don't ever disrespect SNN again. If you want more news, you can pay for the $100 subscription fee.
Right.
It's true.
This is why GNN failed. He wasn't a good businessman.
And you are.
Exactly. Okay. See, Brian gets it.
Just wait for my Mike G templates or top 5.
All right, what's your top 5 this week? You talked about last week.
I thought I was going to do that in March.
Oh, for like next month, you're thinking to air this thing?
Yeah.
This new segment?
I'm gonna do this new thing. I call it Shane templates. It's like the Shane top 5.
To God.
I'm going to go top 5 sports teams that aren't your favorite team. I'm going to say the Bengals.
Okay.
Love the Bengals.
Is it because of the jerseys?
It's because of the Bengals. I'm going to say the Colts.
Wow. Okay.
Love the Colts.
I like that.
NFL teams or sports teams?
No, it's sports teams. Okay. I literally watch like 2 sports at this point. I'm going to say... I used to really like the Knicks.
Ew.
Staten Mello?
Gross.
Staten Mello, that squad.
Staten Mello. Weren't you a jazz guy?
No. Timberwolves.
I love how you love my teams. That's amazing.
Yeah. I basically became fans of all Brian's teams.
Just say it. Say the last one. Not the Yankees.
Oh, no, it's not the Yankees.
Brian knows what I'm talking about.
Well, my last favorite team that isn't.
His last favorite team. You named 2. The other one's not the Yankees. What's the last one?
The Ducks.
But the Ducks aren't in my top 5. I don't have a hockey team. Like I like hockey.
They should be.
But I don't like hockey enough to like say this is the team.
Is it the Minnesota Lynx?
Yes.
Is that what they're called?
It's the Fever.
I don't even know what the WNBA is called.
She played for the Fever, right?
Yeah.
Kelsey Plum, right? She plays for the Las Vegas Aces. Do I know more WNBA knowledge than anyone should?
Potentially. I don't know anything about the WNBA.
Sure.
Okay, so let's stop talking about the WNBA.
Please.
I guess I'll just name my 5th favorite non-favorite team. And it's going to be whatever team Baker Mayfield is currently on.
Fair.
I thought
the
you
Rams.
I thought you were going to say the Orioles. The Baltimore vehicle.
I love the Orioles when Buck Showalter was the coach.
That's fair.
Because it was the Buck show.
Buck ran a good ship there.
Buck?
All right, let's pay the ghost now.
We're gonna pay the ghost, and this is a ghost that wants to be paid, not in the traditional form. Have any of you guys ever?
So we're not talking USD.
No, they're not talking USD. We're talking a different type of currency. But have you guys
Crypto?
Have you guys ever lost a child before? And do you know the grief it is to lose a child?
Okay, so technically I have. I was playing this game, Heavy Rain.
Oh,
What's that?
Lost Jason. In
Jason.
the mall.
Jason.
Does that count as losing a child?
Yeah.
Because I did have to find it, and I had to go through Detective Shelby and Madison Rain. It was a
Shelby
whole
was
ordeal.
he's a real piece of work. That
He
guy.
really was.
You ever just be like, "Oops, Butterfingers"?
I fucking love that sound.
That's probably the best drop. Did I tell you we should save like clips of audio of us just saying like stuff and play them,
Soundboard it.
put them as drops.
Pastrami hour.
Ooh,
Yeah, we could use that if it wasn't so fucking stupid.
like gay.
Yeah, that'd be a good
That's
one.
Yeah.
The things we say
Just,
on this
the
podcast.
things I bring to the table.
Oh, you
the
bring
ideas I bring.
Wait,
to the
you
table
bring things?
that you fucking just steal from me. Let's pay the ghost.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
something, but I don't want to get in trouble.
We're not
for it.
sponsored, but
Do you
know,
ever edit things out of this?
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, good. The thing is, that's going to get.
If I do cut that, you're just gonna be on the floor. The transition.
is transitioning.
I do
Yes.
I do a crossfade. If you guys haven't seen,
Yeah, I have.
I do like a cool little
Yeah.
crossfade.
No, I actually love like. Oh,
It's pretty seamless.
I actually, you do a really good job with these.
Yeah.
These
You know-
episodes are fun to watch. What?
Did you just give this to me? It's not mine. It's yours.
No, I know. I thought you wanted a sip.
Oh, cool.
You went for the hazelnut.
Yeah,
These things are so fucking good.
it's fantastic.
Wow. Thanks for
Yeah.
that, Shane. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Wow. And we're back.
Okay,
a
there's a
little-
lot of transitions, a lot of wipes. Mike is back. I don't know if he's going to be on the floor at any point in the edit, but
Well,
he's here now.
well, it's up to you
back to
guys.
top. How you doing, buddy? Okay, so we're paying Ghost. You were talking about how it's not a monetary value. It's children. We were talking about Heavy Rain.
Yeah. It's not a monetary value. You got to pay the ghosts and kids.
Or a Rolex.
Child support is essentially what the
Yeah.
or Rolex. So essentially, let's kick this off, and I think I know where to start. It's Halloween,
Yes.
and Nicky is just working hard,
He's a hard worker. He's
Hard
trying to
work-
get tenure.
and he's gonna get tenure.
He's in a like
Son of a bitch, he's gonna get it.
he's in like an old fashioned like library.
Well, this is New York.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
It's
he's
NYU.
a teacher. Is it NYU?
I don't know. What do you
I thought
say?
it was Harvard.
Oh, I thought this was in New York.
Oh, Harvard's not in New York?
No, that's Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Oh, what about Yale?
Also, maybe Connecticut, somewhere in New England, maybe I don't know exactly.
Brown?
That's got to be somewhere. Is that upstate? I actually don't know.
Bro, Massachusetts fucking killing the Ivy League schools.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, I just went to one last week, Cornell.
Oh, shit. Where's
How's
Cornell?
that?
Is Cornell in New York?
It's in Ithaca, New York, upstate.
We're going to say
I
this
love
is...
upstate.
This isn't upstate, though, because he's in the city, so it probably is NYU.
Probably.
I assumed it was NYU. Yeah, he got tenure, and essentially, he's a little absent,
He is. He's an absent dad.
and
Not because he's like out, fucking.
he's working hard.
He's a hard worker.
Yeah, but you got to pay attention to your kid.
But did you guys feel the tension between him and that blonde? The blonde librarian?
Oh yeah,
You thought there was, like, sexual attention?
Oh, yeah.
Did you feel that?
In that one scene, he smiled at her.
You're not allowed to smile at other women?
Like, I'm feeling something right now.
my girlfriend doesn't think I should, so
Ah.
You don't. I don't think you've ever smiled at a woman
I also
before.
can't. I'll get castrated.
Yeah.
Not even a quick smile?
That could be taken many ways. Shane. It could be like, oh, hey, smile because I'm a nice person, or I smile because I want to take this girl and put her lightly in the barn. And by lightly, ravage her body,
Yep.
because that's what a smile means. to a girlfriend.
Smiles are dangerous.
Girlfriends are fucking sick, dude.
What if it's like a.
How sick are they?
They're the sickest people on the planet. It goes serial killers, Hitler, my girlfriend,
Oh, man.
pocket ninjas.
Wait. Is below girlfriend?
Correct.
Wow.
So
That made me-
I went serial killers. I
Yeah.
went dictators. I went my girlfriend, and then I went the movie Pocket Ninjas. The
So wait, do you just mean
classic.
your girlfriend though, or all girlfriends?
all
girlfriends.
Women are insane.
No comment.
Is that too general? Is that a stereotype?
It could be.
What if you're smiling at like a female you know that you're friendly with?
I feel like that's more dangerous.
I think it depends on the relationship my girlfriend has with that friend.
Okay.
If it's not a good relationship, I should not be smiling. Should be very minimal contact, really.
I agree. What if Caitlin's like friends with your friend that you're smiling at? Everybody's friends in this scenario.
Yeah. So if it's a close friend, it's okay.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
little wiggle room.
If it's one of my friends
Honestly,
that
I
she's
think
not close
Caitlin's
with,
very generous with you.
yeah,
No comment.
yeah, we'll go with that.
Also, no comment.
I'll just conference you in the next time we have a conversation.
Oh God. I'm just gonna listen in the background. Keep me on mute. I'll be the witness.
No,
Well,
she's great.
I've unfortunately,
She's great.
I've been part of that
I know.
phone call before.
She doesn't do fights well. But,
Fights are
who does?
tough. Fights are tough.
Fights are tough.
Fights are tough.
I don't
You
do
fight.
fight.
Everybody
Everyone
fights.
fights. Fuck this guy.
I don't do fights
I'm a
well
very
either.
fightable guy. Look at this face. It's very fightable.
I've been
face.
wanting to punch his face into his face for so long.
Yeah. This ghost needs to be paid at some
It
point,
does.
though.
It does.
Talk about the movie. Did
So-
we bring up the opening scene?
No.
Oh, there's
Before Nick-
children under the floorboard.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys a question.
Do I have children under my floorboard? No.
Why would somebody scream under the floorboard and ruin
Well,
it for
that was
everybody?
a kid. The kids are stupid. Did this scene remind you of the
Sleepy Hollow?
Johnny
Absolutely.
Depp Sleepy Hollow vehicle?
Yes.
Vehicle.
Yeah, it did.
There's literally like a scene just like,
like
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew exactly what you were talking about when you said, did it remind
Hey,
you of?
we're on a wave. Let's Bri. I love you a lot.
Love you
You're
too,
a
Mike.
really good friend. I'm
Great
super
friend.
like proud to like know you.
Same.
Just like be in the same room as you.
Me too. Me too.
Hey, you can come back.
All
Like
right.
when I'm talking to Bri, I don't want to see you in my fucking peripherals. I
Is-
want to talk to him.
Is Sleepy Hollow Tim Burton?
It was, yeah.
Sick.
What a vehicle.
It's a it's a good vehicle.
I love that
The
movie.
Tim Burton vehicles, yeah.
Speaking of good movies,
Pay the ghost.
Yep, man, we'll get that.
All right. So he is going to try to make it up to his son by taking him out to the New York City Fair, the Halloween
it's a carnival.
It's going great. They're going to get some premiums until the boy's like, "Hey, Dad, did you pay the ghost?"
And he's like, son, hold on,
He's
let
like,
me pay for
you
the
want
ice
some
cream.
fucking ice cream instead?
Yeah, he's gonna go for the ice cream, and then he looks back, and that son is not there.
What did you think about the kid's ice cream choice?
What was it again?
Vanilla with rainbow sprinkles.
I go do that all the time.
If someone just is a very vanilla, rainbow
Yeah,
sprinkly
like
type person,
the most boring, plain person would
what
get
do you think this
something like that.
person's gonna do for a living? Like, what is this guy's job occupation?
Probably juggling microphones.
I was gonna say, like, he's the kind of person that would be into stocks, dividends,
Bah.
bonds.
First of all, plain vanilla with rainbow sprinkles, it hits.
If you go to Dairy Queen, that's what you're getting?
No, I get a cookie dough blizzard.
Yeah, you
Okay.
gotta go Blizzard.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, like,
I feel like if you go to Dairy Queen and don't get a Blizzard,
no, yeah, I
That's a
agree.
little weird.
but
You're
like,
at- you're at that
but I'm saying,
fucking
like, if I'm at
Cheesecake Blizzard, oh,
yeah,
if I'm just at like the
Fuck
beach
me up.
and I'm at like a Coors Bros, I'm getting
That's a good swirl.
a twist cone with sprinkles.
okay, I'll forgive you.
Thank you. Now pet me. Now Nick Cage is going to run up to a cop, and the cop's going to be like, "Yeah, your son's probably where you left him."
Thanks, you've been great. You've been great service to me. He goes all the way back home. Charlie!
Jason,
Charlie!
Jason.
And the wife comes. He goes, "Where's Charlie?" She goes, "Not with me." She goes, "You fucked up again. You done did it." They go back to the carnival. They look around. No one's around. They can't find anybody. Caw!
There's a lot of vultures that are CGI'd into the
So many
movie.
vultures in this
That was a
movie.
crow sound, but you're right. It's a vulture.
I knew what you meant, though.
Yeah.
I knew what you meant.
Vultures, and they don't have like a specific noise they make.
Vulture!
He's such a diva.
I am a vulture who feeds on pain.
Right.
Them crooked vultures.
Oh.
Did I tell you I'm probably going to get that tatted soon?
Oh, them crooked
I'm a
vultures.
vulture who
Yeah.
feeds on pain or a vulture?
No, a vulture.
Oh, sweet.
That vulture.
Is it because you eat
Nice.
corpses?
That would be called a black vulture. I have a tattoo of vulture. It's a turkey vulture.
You do. It looks good.
Oh, thanks.
Are you guys going to suck each other's dicks?
Relax, Shane. We're really good friends. I can't appreciate my friend,
No.
who happens to be very handsome and good looking.
See, this is what I got to deal with. Anyway, Lyric Bent is going to show up.
Lyric Bent.
He's the you might know him from the Saw vehicles.
Yeah.
He's Detective Riggs in Saw.
Oh,
They go to Lyric Bent.
Yeah. And he's going to be like, your son's still missing. It's a year later. You sure you didn't take him? He's like, no, I didn't take him. That's kind of like their dialogue every time they meet.
He's like, don't ever leave town. We'll tell them later. He's like, you guys should not leave town after the paranormal stuff. But we're not there yet.
No.
We're not there yet. But yeah, a year does pass. It passes with a nightmare.
Yes.
He's getting nightmares. It's nearing Halloween. It's
3 days away. 3 days away.
362 days later. It says a year, but that's not true. It's 362 days later.
Correct.
He wakes up for the dream is basically he sees his son in the dream, right?
Yep.
Because the son's like Loki, thinks like trying to communicate with him through dreams and stuff. But yeah, he gets a dream of his son, wakes up.
This is where he remembers Pay the Ghost.
He remembers Pay the Ghost, exactly. I don't know if it's now, but he starts seeing shit like out the window of like kids burning.
Yeah. I think it's here.
Yeah, like he looks outside the window and he sees 3 kids burning. Weird shit.
Things
We'll
Mike
get to it.
likes.
Yeah.
burning kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to go to his wife, right? Well, they're technically still married.
They're married, but he's not living with her because she hates his fucking guts.
Well, because to be fair to her, he literally just left. Like, I think she says that, right? She's like, no divorce, no nothing. You just left, right? It's this movie where
What's that called at that point?
Separation.
Separation.
He's like going like real detective with like all of the the mapping.
He looks like Charlie Kelly.
Yeah. Pepe Sylvia shit.
Amazing.
He is all over the place. But yeah, he's going to start investigating. He goes back to Lyric Bent and he's like, this guy got out of Rikers Island 3 days before my son
He
disappeared.
did it.
Yeah. And he's like, you guys do nothing. And Lyric Bent pulls out this giant file. He's like, we can do nothing? He's like, you can say a lot about the New York City Police Department, but you can't call us lazy.
Yeah, that's so true. I just found it funny. He pulled out like a couple of folders, and he's like, "This, you're calling us lazy? Look at these folders."
Yeah.
Also, what fucking class in NYU is that? We established that
He's
in
like-
school. What the fuck is he teaching? in that
Literature?
one scene?
Literature.
It's got to be literature.
Yeah, literature.
So to answer your question, nothing useful.
Well, no, you take literature to get a literature job.
Yeah.
Like, you just take it to teach it. So it's a never-ending cycle of people teaching useless information.
Okay. You know what's funny about literature, though? It's
Lit.
You said it before me, you bastard.
And I read somewhere that the chances of losing your child as a teacher that teaches literature is a lot higher than someone that teaches another subject.
Especially if you're trying to get your tenure.
Yeah.
It's in the statistics. Look them up.
And if your wife was once part of a somewhat good television show.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all true.
Actually, first few seasons of Walking
really
Dead
good.
Were really good.
Really good.
And then it just wasn't anymore. Then Fear of the Walking Dead came out.
Yikes.
Anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this. So Nick Cage is going to go to his wife. They're going to have coffee together. She's like, I don't believe anything you're saying. And then literally the next scene is a tricycle running at her or so, a scooter.
It's a scooter. Was it a razor?
Yeah, Razor scooter. And she's like, all right,
I believe everything you're saying. He's just waiting outside his apartment door.
It happens. Like, this is the thing, and this is why, like, this movie's not good, is, like, things happen so fast.
Yeah. It's just like one thing after another. Nothing is developed. It is actually kind of a mess. But, yeah, so she's all in now. And he's telling her, he's like, I've got a great lead. All these kids are going missing on Halloween. Let's just talk to one of their parents, and we'll nail it down. That was literally the lead.
Yeah, and they just pick. Like, do you think
one random?
Do you think they would have did a little more research into who they're picking? Because they go to this fucking clearly a drug den.
Yeah.
Like,
he's like, give me all your fucking money. You pay the ghost.
Like, was he the ghost?
I don't know, but they give him the 100. He goes, pay the ghost. So she said to me, pay the ghost.
So they kind of learn nothing.
No, just that the pay the ghost thing. And he's like, oh, my son said that to me in my dreams.
Yeah.
And the night before.
Yeah. So now they're like, all right, we're looking for Pay the Ghost. So Nick Cage is walking through his local dumpster, and he just sees Pay the Ghost written on the homeless shanty from Tropico.
Yeah.
And he goes in.
He dives deep into a shanty town.
Yep.
A full-blown shanty town in New York. There's a lot of them, but he found one.
There's a ton of them.
And he's going through, he goes, hey, anybody know Pay the Ghost? Pay the Ghost. That mean anything to you people? And he's really just disturbing the shanty. Nobody, these
no
people
one.
with tattered clothing, they don't want to hear this shit.
No, they're over it. But there is one guy who knows about Pay the Ghost, right? Doesn't someone talk to him about Pay the Ghost here? They
Yes.
show him the wall with all the Pay the Ghost written on it.
It's this creepy guy with dreadlocks shows
Yes.
him the wall of Pay the Ghost. He goes, what does it mean? He goes, I don't know. He's like, all right, why don't you go back to eating tin, you fool? And that's how that conversation goes. And he leaves.
Yep. So Lyric Bent is going to start like thinking like, maybe there's something up with this whole thing. So he goes and questions the woman, like the Asian woman from the restaurant, about her missing daughter from a year ago. And then like weird like fires break
Yeah,
out.
well, she's like, paid the ghost. That's what she said. And then like the fires break out. And he goes, oh, that's weird. And timing of that's interesting, but it's probably nothing.
And that I think that fire kills like some chefs or something.
No, the chefs don't die.
No?
No. They
Is
just
there any death in this movie?
Yeah, the next scene.
Yeah, because now they need a medium.
Yep.
And the medium's going to come to the house.
Oh yeah, there is.
I love when Nick Cage is like, they're all fake after like witnessing all this paranormal shit.
You think he
I'm
would
like,
give it like an
whoa,
attempt?
Maybe, no, bring that one back a little bit. But yeah, so they bring in this medium and she's looking around the room. She's like, everything seems to be okay. Yeah. And then she's about to leave the room. She goes, wait, I hear some thunders. Something sounds a little off. She looks outside. And there's a ghost that needs to be paid. And I just don't understand why there's a ghost here and it's not paid, and pay the fucking ghost.
Exactly. And since the ghost hasn't been paid, she gets lifted into the air and all of her insides melt and she burns alive.
Is it so damn hard to pay this fucking ghost?
Well,
I agree.
Not if you don't know what you need to pay the ghost in.
Isn't it obvious?
It wants children.
There's more kids.
Don't you like, hey, I want a hot dog? They're like, I'll be $10. How about a kid?
Only in LA.
Oh my God.
Imagine you could Venmo kids.
That'd be sick.
Currency is children in LA.
That's the crypto of LA. Yeah, so this woman's cooked, literally. And
Yes.
this is when Lyric Ben is like, you don't leave town. I like how he just blames Nick Cage and not the wife who also was just there for the whole thing, saw everything.
Yeah, I know.
Had the same story.
Yeah. Blame Nick Cage. I guess because it was both incidents, but still. And she can corroborate like the whole thing. I guess because it's the wife.
The wife, so.
Then they go to the morgue.
Yep.
And that thing is literally, like you said, cooked from the inside. He rules it spontaneous combustion. She just busted because her mouth opens. And there's like cinder coming out. It's like smoke.
Yeah, she's cindering.
And then the guy just like lightly closes. In the
He's
mouth.
like, let's just never look at
He's
this
like,
again.
ugh.
Fucking
Ugh.
cooked, bro.
Yeah, so.
Bro.
Bruh.
Bruh. Nah.
So this is where, like, I don't even remember how this happened, but the woman that Mike thought her and Nick Cage had a thing is looking up information for them now.
Oh, you're talking about the gay shit.
Yeah. Wait, what?
It's the movie with all the gay shit that happens.
Yeah, I guess, because like she's like looking up Celtic ritual symbols and stuff like that, and
I don't know how it gets to the Celtic stuff.
I don't either.
Are they looking?
Oh, it's the symbol carved on the arm.
Yeah, so that's it. So that's the next thing he sees because he goes to the wife who's in the house, and the wife
Gets it carved in her arm.
for some reason he sees Charlie in like talking through the wife, and then she just like goes to start cutting herself, and when she awakens from this, they notice that it's a weird symbol that they have to go to that lady that he works with at the school.
Yes, that's what it is.
And this is where they find out that the symbol that she carved is actually a waning and a waxing gibbous.
And when everyone knows when your waning gibbous meets your waxing gibbous, you make a power couple.
This is like 1620s Celtics. We all know
Is it Celtic or Celtic?
Celtic is the technical term.
Is the spelling the same?
Yes.
The Boston Celtics.
Well, we're Americans, so we say Celtic.
Celtic sounds cooler.
It does. Yeah, so is this the scene now where they get in a taxi together and they're driving in
And
the
they go to
taxi?
that awesome fucking dance party.
Yeah, they go to the dance party.
that the Celtics have.
And they're like questioning this woman, and she's like, "Sir, I teach 8th grade math."
Yo, this fucking
Oh, that was a party? I thought that was more of like a weird ritual. Because that's at a church, right? But
Yeah.
it's like a weird pagan church where everyone's dressed up.
that was definitely fucking weird.
Yeah, because they said it was at this one church because it was on the same point on the map.
Yeah.
Where like supposedly that Celtic shit happened.
But it's like such a weird scene because she says like, "I teach 8th grade math. I don't know anything."
Yeah,
but then
she's clearly-
goes on to describe everything.
Well, it's all pageantry, and when she's like, "No, like we need to know a little bit more about this."
They're wearing like those willow masks.
Yeah.
yeah, they look like they're straight out of Wicker Man.
Wicker Man, yeah. It's like pagan stuff. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
You love pagans.
Not really.
Any case, yeah, sure. And this lady gives him a little bit of information, little bit of info.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was.
Didn't she tell him who the well,
Oh, she gives the whole story of the witch.
the witch,
Yeah. So we learn this woman, Annie, Anita,
Annie Saquon,
Annie Saquon Barkley.
Nice.
Jinx. Yeah, she basically farmers didn't like her because their crops were failing. So whenever my crops were failing, I always wanted to burn a single mother and her 3 children.
Yeah, and you need a mob to do it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't tell me like back in the old days you wouldn't be a part of one of these crazy mobs.
I know this guy would.
For sure. I would do it today.
Yeah,
Like 20,
you just don't see.
23.
Imagine that you see this stuff nowadays, and you'd be like, "This is remarkable."
Yeah.
Like, what happened to these witch hunts?
I'd be in awe of it.
Yeah, we got to bring the witch hunt back.
Here's the thing, and this is what people don't see. Everyone sees it from the point of the victim, right?
Yeah.
But let's see from the point of the crazy town, seeing the witchery going on.
Right.
What if this lady's in the woods, dancing, naked, lighting shit on fire, just being an absolute cunt?
I was going to say menace, but we could go with that.
Have you seen the movie The
Same
Witch?
thing.
You see what those witches do in the woods?
They just get naked and fucking naked
Fly.
dance.
Just fucking fly.
Sick.
I feel like there was and back in like the 1600s, like there's no other way to deal with stuff other than like
Burn it.
just fucking burn
Burn
everything.
it. I agree.
Burn it down.
Yeah.
No, I usually like, 'cause they always talk about it, and like how like people are like, I wasn't a witch, I wasn't doing anything, but like they wore something that looked witchy, or like they did something so like they were hung.
They were witches.
But what if they were just like straight fucking witches and just casting spells? Just like fucking Harry Potter shit. in the
Avada
woods.
Kedavra. It's possible. So they learn this. They get back in the cab. They then talk to the teacher. The teacher is giving them some info, and then she gets shoved out of a window.
She's fucking dead.
She's
Yeah,
cooked.
you step at the window at the wrong time of the day, and you're just getting cooked.
Yeah, there's vultures watching the whole thing.
We're not talking about a one story. She's
At least 5.
she's taking a tumble, dude.
Yeah. Nick Cage's taxi gets into a car accident. His wife's being tended to her wounds when she's like, "Go get our son." And Nick Cage dips.
Well, it's because he has a window of time, midnight.
Yeah, it's midnight. He's got 2 hours to save his son. So he goes back to the homeless shanty where he talks to the blind man. And this is why I think this man is also a ghost that needs to be paid, because he gives him a watch.
He's a ferryman.
Yeah, he's the ferryman.
He needs to give him something to take him across the bridge.
Yes,
which
you're
would
right.
Be the ferry in Greek mythology. But yeah, so essentially the whole story, and this is my biggest disconnect, as I told you about this movie, is that there are 3 kids that are taken every Halloween by this ghost because of her 3 kids that were burned at the stake. She's taken 3 kids every year, but only kids killed the previous year can communicate and be freed. No one else, even though you see them, just the 3 from the previous
So like
year.
once you pass the 1 year, you're basically expired.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
This is what we like to
Celtic
call
law.
a plot device. This is what we like to call a cop-out, a freebie.
Yeah, because there's no reason for it. They don't give a reason. It's just, it is. Accept it.
I had something
bitch.
in the movie I made. It was called The Lopez Dog, where the Lopez dog in my movie cured the main character who died with the dog's saliva. Only I needed to find a way to keep the main character alive,
Yeah.
and it was through dog licking.
It makes
think-
sense.
I think we got lucky because that when Damien falls into the fence There's a fucking the dog.
And if the dog's
neighbor's
not there,
dog.
what's my other plot
What were
device?
you gonna go with? Nobody knows.
Probably the fact that he could just communicate from 3 kids from the previous year.
We just missed out on making Pay the Ghost.
It's funny. It all comes back because what was Damien doing? Avenging this guy's death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what you do, Shane? See what you do to people?
I make them avenge my death.
Oh, I knew how I would have wrote that out. You would have communicated with him. It would have been a psychopathic, beyond the grave type situation.
From Gordy? Gordy doesn't do that shit. He was a loser.
Damien would have had to pay something, though. Probably pay a ghost.
All right. So Nick Cage has paid the ghost. He goes across the bridge. He sees literally 1,000 kids.
There's 1,000 kids. He goes, Charlie. And literally all of them raise their hand because they want to leave.
Yeah. I actually thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
He does find Charlie. And then this is a scene I thought was filmed very awkwardly. And then when Brian rewatched it, he got what it meant. Charlie's like, this is Mia and Pablo. They want to come too. And Nick Cage goes, there's not enough time.
And then he brings them.
But they brings them. The way it was shot, though,
Yeah.
I literally thought he was saying, we're leaving these fuckers behind.
That would have been
'cause
fucking awesome.
But he pauses and he goes, there's not enough time. And then takes all 3. But so I thought like maybe the rational thing would be like, there's no time. And he just runs and takes his kid. He says, there's no time, but then slowly takes all 3.
Yeah, it's very strange. So they get to the bridge, and then literally the ghost of Anita Saquon Barkley shows up, and she throws him.
Oh, he gets tossed by the ghost of Anita Saquon Barkley.
Was it Sick Bridge?
It was
a
a
pretty
very
sick bridge.
long, narrow bridge.
And then in the most just stupid way possible, the ghost just now decides to turn on her.
Didn't make enough money in kids this year. Actually, hasn't made any yet because it's not Halloween yet.
Let's estimate. She's been doing 3 kids a year.
Wait.
Since 1674.
Wait.
How many kids is that?
300 plus kids.
Yeah, it's a lot.
350 maybe times 3.
Yeah,
Close
so
to- close
it's
to-
1,000 kids.
That's close to 1,000 kids.
A ton of kids.
But that was my question, because actually, I just thought of this. I didn't even think of this before, but I thought of it now. The door to the other world is actually closing in 5 minutes
Yeah.
from this point. Wouldn't she already have the 3 kids for this
she
year?
should already have this year's kids because the Samhain door is going
It's going to close in 5 minutes.
Yep.
So, are we leaving behind 3 kids?
And I get the understanding for that because, we watch Trick or Treat, so we know from the lore that Samhain, that the veil between the dead, the living and the dead is at its thinnest
there.
during that time period.
But if it's closing in 5 minutes, her window to get kids is closing, so she's kind of fucking up herself. Anyway, the bridge collapses. Nick Cage somehow holds on to both the bridge and his son.
Hilarious scene because you're like, there's no way he could survive this. It literally looked like his part of the bridge completely fell, but he's clinging on for dear life with his son Charlie, not the kid that made the Charlie steak place, just Charlie.
Nick Cage stuff,
So we never see what happens to Mia and Pablo because they all escape, but then you just see Nick Cage come home with Charlie
Right. And then Charlie doesn't remember.
the last year.
Yeah.
So he has to redo second
It
grade.
reminds me of my hat that I lost, but the parents know.
He's like,
Yeah.
Mom, I'm a fucking pirate. Did you notice?
And better yet, I feel like she's just going to keep taking kids on Halloween. She's made not got her quota this year.
Yeah, nothing was solved because she wasn't defeated.
But there is an end of credit scene that you pointed out to me.
Yes, where
Was there?
yeah. So while the credits are rolling, we see vultures fly down to the dead teacher's body, and then
The one that tumbled out the
and then her
window.
eyes open and they're black.
What does that mean, though?
That she is sweet Anita.
I don't understand. This is just like another thing that really does not connect back.
It makes no
at all.
sense.
It's like the
It
ghost
has-
needs to possess another body or something because
But the ghost never possessed a body.
I know it was the same. It was the same lady, just paranormally living through the incident.
Also, the door closed. How'd she get out? None of this makes sense.
doesn't.
Which is why we have to recommend this movie.
Also, what do the vultures represent?
Oh, death.
Yeah, they pick
eat-
a death.
But vultures eat death.
Yeah, so they're like deaths.
I mean, I actually think why I even got the tattoo of vultures. I actually think a vulture is the kind of the opposite. Think about it. I think vulture picks away at death, removes
that.
it. That's like
You know what's funny? People if they saw one on the street would scream in terror. A vulture.
Yeah, they're
wouldn't-
harmless.
Wouldn't touch a human.
Yeah.
No,
A
they,
living-
if we were dead, they
a
would
living
eat you.
human.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
you get near a vulture, they're just going to throw up on you.
Yeah. Yeah, vultures throw up everywhere.
We need vultures, honestly. They're
No,
like
they
a-
do. They're very
yeah.
important to the ecosystem. They eat all the dead so people don't get disease.
We know about this. We go to the Renaissance Fair.
Exactly.
Vultures are fucking awesome
They
birds.
really
Yeah,
are.
They're fucking great. Definitely want to get a couple of vultures in your wingspan crew.
We should. I do need to play that game again. Get some vultures.
I didn't pick one up yesterday. I saw one, though.
Vultures are great. Okay. You want to recommend? Do you recommend?
Are we paying the ghost?
I'm going to pay the ghost.
I couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
Wow.
I can't pay the ghost here.
I couldn't pay the ghost today.
I can't believe I'm like alone in the last two now.
My favorite part about this movie is that ever since we watched it for the first time, we've been saying pay the ghost for years.
Yes.
It's given us the ability to say we need to pay the ghost
Yeah.
because it just sounds so ridiculous.
It does. I don't hate this movie, actually.
Okay.
It's stupid and like things clearly don't make sense, but it's not a bad sit. I kind of enjoyed watching it.
Not the worst thing.
No,
ever.
it's not a bad sit.
It's not Outcast.
It's just an incoherent sit.
Yes.
I felt like the ending of it sort of started getting a little silly.
It was weak.
A little
It was
too
weak.
silly.
It was a weak
for
ending,
me.
but I'm going to recommend it because I'm a psychopath.
No, you're not. You're not. You're a good guy.
Thanks. Ow.
Good guy, Shane.
Thanks.
Is this my least favorite Nicolas Cage movie we reviewed on this podcast? I think it is.
Is it better than 211?
Yes.
211?
I will put.
No.
I recommended both Rage and 211, and I didn't recommend this one, so I think that's where my loyalty lies there. But I mean,
I don't care what you guys say. Rage is legit.
That's a statement.
wait, did I recommend Rage? I did recommend.
I
Rage.
actually don't remember.
Yeah, I think we all did.
I think we did.
I for sure did.
Yeah.
211 Rage.
211 was
You didn't recommend 211.
was weak. I felt.
Yeah, this was our third Nick Cage vehicle.
Yeah,
than three
this
vehicles?
is my least favorite of the three,
Yeah.
but I mean that's just me.
Yeah, we did Rage, 211, and this one.
I feel like Nick is such a safety net for this podcast.
Oh yeah, he's
Well,
great.
him and Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't diss I love Nicolas Cage. There's nothing. Yeah, I feel like he's always a reason to watch a movie. But Outcast,
Oh, yeah.
which is a movie that me and Shane really want to do because we've seen it before.
Yeah.
That movie is horrible. I don't even know if Nicolas Cage can save that.
Yeah, it's bad. That one's bad. I can't see me recommending Outcast, but
Does this
We'll see.
motherfucker have an Oscar? Doesn't he?
yeah, Leaving Las Vegas.
Fucking awesome.
Well, because this is the thing with Nick Cage. When he wants to be in a good movie and be good, he's fantastic.
Yeah, he's
Are you
good actor.
telling me he takes pay dates?
Yeah, the man literally bought like an $11 million island.
He's got. Well, really?
Yeah, he's literally broke.
What's he
Well,
doing?
I don't know if he's broke anymore. He was broke, which is why he started taking all these
Okay.
roles.
Yeah, makes sense.
He's been doing a lot of stuff though. I feel like he's got to be making money.
He
Like,
does because he's been making good movies now lately too. So it is what it is. Well, next week we're gonna go to our roots of horror fans.
Man.
We are gonna go to what started us on either a road to victory or some might call it the downward spiral. We're gonna review the first low budget movie we really watched that got us into
Sure.
watching low budget movies.
Sure.
We're gonna review Pirates of Ghost Island.
a movie you definitely have never heard of, a movie you definitely never have seen on a shelf anywhere, a movie that I'm sure that we're the only people on planet Earth that have watched.
I'm probably the only person on earth that owns the DVD copy of Pirates of Ghost
It's
Island.
pretty valuable piece of entertainment right
Yeah.
there.
Think about it. In like 100 years, think about how much that's gonna be worth.
Nothing.
You're gonna have to pay the fucking ghost to get a copy of that.
I actually might pay the ghost that copy.
Yeah.
No joke. You having that in your house, one day or another is gonna come back to bite you.
You think bite me, not like
Yeah.
help me?
It's gonna haunt the shit out of your whole
Probably.
family, probably.
All right. Well,
Think about what you're gonna do to Nick.
he watched that with me.
Oh.
Do me, Nikki. Do me.
Oh, sticky. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's it. We're done. We'll see you next week for Pirates of Ghost Island.
Final Friday, www.thefinalpodcast.com. We'll see you next Friday for more fun and playables.